And good morning. Welcome to Scuttlebutt. This is the start of our second season. We did this, started this out about a year ago, and unfortunately, I ain't looking any better, and some of my cohorts aren't either. But we are what we are. So this morning, I'm joined by my friend and commandant and nemesis, and gosh, what else do I tell you? Dave Englert, and I'm going to let him give you his title, his most recent title.
Well, thanks, Steve. Right now, I'm serving as National Vice Commandant for the Central Division, which is a six-state region. We have 8,500 Marines in that division, approximately, and about 1,500 associate
And
members.
this is the Marine Corps League.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to make sure our viewing audience know there's a difference between Scuttlebutt, which is the program, and the Marine Corps League is what we're going to talk about today.
Absolutely.
And a very important milestone for the Marine Corps. So we talk about that a little bit. 250 years.
What would that be, Steve?
250 years, yes. For at least 50 of it.
Wow.
That's scary.
It is. So, I'm glad you asked about the 250th birthday of the Marine Corps. We just kicked off at the national level with the Marine Corps League. We just kicked off birthday celebrations with a cake cutting at our national midwinter conference that was held in Arlington, Virginia. Had a great time. 20th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, Sergeant Major Carlos Ruiz, was our guest of honor. Uh, it's very motivating to have the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps step up and say, "Well, to anybody else in the world, I'm the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, but in this group, I'm a boot."
Yeah.
So it was pretty good.
That is good.
But we learned a lot about what's happening over the year. We were briefed by the Marine Heritage Foundation, which, if you don't know who that is, they run the Marine Corps Museum
Oh, in Quantico?
in Quantico.
Okay.
Which, if you haven't seen the Marine Corps Museum, you need
I
to.
did some years back, but yeah, I'd like to go up there again.
But what the Marine Heritage Foundation is coordinating Marine Corps birthday celebrations across the country. You can go onto their website at marine250.com. That's, the word Marine 250.
No, that's just Marine singular?
Yep.
Okay.
And if you click on the events tab, you can actually search by state for a Marine Corps cake cutting or birthday celebration in your area.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I've been watching already. There's things popping up on TV where there are Marine Corps birthday celebrations starting now. I mean, you're kicking off what you're just talking about. But throughout the summer, there's different events. Eighth and I is probably going to be out there. There's probably going to be some flyovers and things like that. So there's going to be multiple events. As I understand it, and you might have a better line on that than what I do.
If you have a large checkbook and you've already made reservations, you go to Philadelphia and see the
Ton Tavern.
Ton Tavern.
Wow.
My understanding is you have to have a very deep pocket and a lot of patience to be able to get into that area. So it's going to be
give our viewing audience a little bit of what the significance of is Ton Tavern. That's Marines were born in a bar.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Captain Samuel Nichols.
Yep. I knew him well.
Yes. Yeah. He got a bunch of guys together and said, "Let's have a beer and let's go start some
racing right hand. Congratulations.
Didn't
go much different when I signed up either.
So Ton Tavern has been rebuilt and is being rededicated this year. I don't have the exact date, but I'm pretty sure it's fairly close to the 10th of November for some strange reason.
For those of us in the Marine Corps, that's kind of become almost like you got to do it once in your lifetime kind of thing. Kind of like visiting the Iwo Jima Memorial. If you're a Marine, there's a couple of places you need to hit, as call it Mecca, whatever you want to call it. There's a couple of places as a Marines you need to see. For me, Vietnam Wall, Marine Corps, the Memorial. And of course, Ton Tavern would be also one. I haven't hit that one yet.
Right. Matter of fact, I was just up there at the Marine War Memorial just the day before yesterday. Well, actually, I drove past it yesterday morning on the way back home.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So,
And
I
it
know.
ties right in also with the honor flight. You know, the not just Marines. There's other branches of service, multiple branches of service that go there. But I know one of the stops is Arlington National Cemetery, the Iwo Jima Memorial for sure. And
Absolutely.
no matter what branch, it seems like everybody wants to see it. And for those of you who may not know what that is and can't imagine at this point, but it's that iconic picture of the Marines on Iwo Jima during World War II, where they raised the flag.
It's a very impressive memorial. It's officially called the Marine War Memorial.
Oh, that's what it's called.
That
Okay.
is what it's called.
Okay.
There's a little plaque there and everything that says it, but I
Well,
know
it's
that
been a while.
it's not going to be a challenge for you.
Well, listen, getting back to Marine birthday here locally, we're going to celebrate here locally as we have for the last, I'm going to say 20 plus years. You and I've been doing this for a while,
Absolutely.
and this year on
Eighth.
November 8th at the Huntingburg Event Center again.
Mhm.
Great venue, and we're expecting a very big crowd this year. Um,
Well,
somebody
actually,
said try to get it up to about 400. Is that what somebody told me one time?
well, I tell you, I wanted to, in recognition of the 250th birthday, I wanted to make sure we fill at least 250 chairs.
Okay.
So if I make that goal, I'm really happy about it. We will be announcing our guest of honor and our guest speaker here soon, as soon as we get absolute confirmation. We hope to get quite a few people who've been to the ball before.
Yeah.
I know nobody throws a party like we do. Uh, and of course we have our glorious leader, Commandant David Flynn, who is going to have all this pomp and ceremony. He's over here smiling at me
Heavy
now.
on the pomp.
Heavy on the pomp,
Yes. Yeah.
or that plump. Uh, sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna pay.
Uh,
I'm gonna pay.
yeah, that's kind of the pot calling.
Yeah, well, we're all there. So 250 years.
250 years,
It
absolutely.
is $50 a person, $100 a couple.
I believe it's 45.
Okay. That's better.
That could be wrong.
We got a break.
Yeah, I mean, we're already giving you a $5 break because, well, just because
All
you
right.
had the number wrong.
Okay. Ready to get a discount. You see it here first.
Yeah, absolutely. Online sales are already active. If
Yeah,
you
you
want
do
to buy
it
your
now.
tickets, yeah,
Do it
if
now.
you want to buy your tickets early, go to SILDmarines.com and
And that
click
is
on
with an
the.
S, Marines.com. And
Absolutely.
there's a link on there. People think it's just for the Marines, and it is. The birthday itself is for Marines, but we're inviting the public. We're inviting our brothers and sisters from the other branches of service. And God bless you. If you can get in a uniform, we can't. Uh,
Oh, I can get into.
I haven't expanded my. Actually, I ran out of material.
Yeah, I
So I
mean,
couldn't go out any further with it.
yeah, I have two choices right now. I can still wear camis, or I can climb into my evening dress, which is made for.
And you don't have to button it.
Well, there is a but there's a chain that you can just add more legs to if you have to.
Oh,
Yes,
officers, I tell you.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh,
So anyway, it's there's a meal comes with that, a meal and dancing after the ceremony.
mhm.
There is if you've never been involved in anything military at all, or if you're a recent endeavor, or you're just a recent what am I trying to say? Just recently been involved with anything in military, and you want to see a little bit more about it. This is a good time to come. You'll see there's a color guard. There's people that can get in a uniform that are there. We have the youngest Marine, oldest Marine that we recognize. There's a cake cutting with with a sword, which can get crazy.
Well,
Not really. Like, theoretically, it could, but
yeah,
it has been cut. But
well, we,
intentionally.
we can always hope that our commandant won't hurt anybody,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
yeah, and it's always impressive to see the other branches of the service show up in their dress uniforms.
Yes.
I gotta admit,
It's
the
neat.
Army dress blues are pretty good. Not quite Marine Corps, but
Yeah.
they look pretty impressive. So, you don't have to be a veteran to enjoy the Marine Corps birthday ball. This last year, we had a fairly significant group from the Honor Flight Network.
Yeah, the kids. Yeah.
They had a blast. We had the Civil Air Patrol
Yeah.
provided our colors. For the 250th, we have active duty Marines coming to do
Excellent.
our color guard. So you'll get to see how it's supposed to be done,
Right.
not the way that we've been doing it.
Right.
So,
Exactly. Doing our best that we can. Sometimes we flip.
well, and that's just it. For most of us in the Social Security age zone, it's important that we still get out there. We still honor our fallen comrades. We still enjoy a parade,
Yeah.
usually from the comfort of a vehicle now, but
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, it's a good thing. It's a good time. Again, we invite the public out there. I invited quite a few people last year to join us out there. And there again, if you've never seen anything military, never don't know that whole philosophy and the whole community out there,
Mm.
it's a good way to be introduced to it. And there's a good meal. There's Boone Taylor's got his music going out there. So
Well, we do have a live band coming this year too.
oh,
Yes.
was not aware of that. Okay.
Well, by golly, you need to start coming to.
Maybe I should have been maybe. I already got chastised on that.
Good.
Sorry, Colonel.
Good. So, but this we're going all out this year.
Yeah,
I mean,
for obvious reasons.
there stops. I mean, we might have to take out a second mortgage on the colonel's uniform, but uh,
Which brings up a point. We're always looking for sponsors. We're
absolutely.
looking for corporate sponsors, local corporate sponsors. You want to help us celebrate the United States Marine Corps birthday,
Mhm.
250 years? Please, we're sitting here with. We'll
Yeah.
take your checks or
Yeah,
cash.
keep in mind, the Southern Indiana Leathernecks is a 501c4
Mhm.
not-for-profit organization. We have a tax deductibility of 1, even though we're not 501c3. We do have a group exemption letter that was, let's say, I believe 1972 was when the IRS made that ruling. So
Hmm.
we fall into a fully deductible category. Some tax accountants might have an argument with
A
that,
twitch.
but we've got the IRS on our side, so
Mhm.
just tell them to take
Well,
the
good.
deduction.
Is there anything else we need to talk about before we wrap this up? We talked about the date, Marine Corps Ball, live entertainment.
Live entertainment, lots of good food, lots of good dancing. It is a fun time that
It is.
you need to see it at least
And the
once in
lady,
your
by the
life.
way, this is we call it a formal event.
Yes.
Uh, Formal might just mean a shirt and tie and a jacket, but as long as you can get there in that, you don't have to go out and rent a tux. Some of us do that
Yeah.
are involved in some of the stuff, but there again, if you can get in a uniform, please do. Again, challenge out there to our
Wear
sister
your
branches.
best.
Absolutely.
Wear your best. And
Yeah.
so, Steve, it's been fun.
Thank you, Captain.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming up and joining us and joining me on the set. And so the people
But
in
it's a
that
new
work
experience. Yeah, I mean,
yes,
quite honestly, we're both made for radio.
we are. Yeah, we do a lot better on radio. People looking at us than on the TVs. So thank
Absolutely.
you for wrapping up. Thank you very much for your time.
Hoorah.